Silver State and a chance to lay claim to the Fremont Cannon once again. The prized possession that fans of both of these schools looking to roll back home and fire off once again. Welcome everyone to Mackey Stadium in Reno, home to the Nevada Wolfpack. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on a fellow Mountain West foe, the Nevada Wolfpack. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out and they'll have the ball first. The Rebels ran up and down the field the last time these two matched up, with the Wolfpack completely... But this time, Pack trying to bounce back.
When I think back to that game, you just think about the difference in speed. UNLV looks so much faster. They say speed kills. If they play like that again today, David, it's going to be tough for Nevada.
Yeah, they smashed them. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It wasn't pretty. It was over quick. And that's, I think, something that's really embarrassing.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
The Wolfpack now has its work cut out on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Purdy. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Turner. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Now on first down from the 30. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wolfpack will have first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We've got to rattle him. We've got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Wolfpack trying to dig deep into the playbook on this third and very long. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
And offensively, we know it's hard throwing the ball in third and long situations because the defense can play big zone coverages. They got a lot of guys with their eyes on you, so the QB had no shot there. Nobody open. Nice job not forcing it, not risking a turnover, just throwing it away.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Rebels offense will go to work for the first time. They go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back open in the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. With the catch, it's Lyons. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Rebels will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Hauls it in. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back has it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Since 1969, UNLV and Nevada have fought for the right to paint and protect the Fremont Trophy, and really, there he goes! Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now he's looking to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Moore. They'll rip off 8 on that play, it's 2nd and 2. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bradley. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. First down here for the offense. Handoff to the single back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
They The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Final play of the quarter coming. Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. We've reached the break, and UNLV is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Pocket breaking down. Nevada way behind the sticks on this third down play. He's looking downfield to throw.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got a man, it's Moore. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Calandria. He's got an open man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNLV. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second and goal coming up. 29. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vegas.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll try to pop the draw. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. To the air, it's Purdy. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on 3rd down, now looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. You've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Rebels offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Motion from the back. They want to throw it. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. David, Jesse, as legend would have it, explorer John Fremont abandoned a howitzer in the Sierra Nevada in 1843 during a heavy snowstorm. So each year, the winning team earns the right to paint the howitzer's wheels scarlet or navy.
And this is pretty cool because not until that long ago, the team in possession of the Fremont cannon would fire it every time they scored a touchdown. So really cool history with this trophy between both these schools here in Nevada.
Yeah, the battle for Nevada, right? That's what they call it. And I do like that they get to take the cannon and paint it their color. Like, that's pretty cool, pretty petty, and it's all college football.
The Rebels will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Nice pick back up there, gets him the first down, and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on fourth down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on fourth down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He's got it, first down and more. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going back to the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create.
Oh, out of space. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Purdy. Grabbed in the middle, it's Floyd. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. These offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada! Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, someone's leaving that stadium today with the howitzer cannon after an entertaining first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. So much intrigue with the howitzer cannon on the line, fellas, as we get things back to you.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. So this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
That pass is well. The Wolfpack might think about being aggressive on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Purdy. Grab near the marker, it's Thomas. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. Here we go. Looking to throw. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. To the ground with the back. He now has 53 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They give it to him again. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. On the option. Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down will open up the final period. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds a little space. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lions. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to run, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Trying to run it in. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to run it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold. Touchdown, Rebels. Quick strike through the air for the score. They've extended. All wideouts, no backs. Looking for a man. It's Purdy. Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Turns it loose deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Got it. New set of downs after the completion. Easy. Looking to throw on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Rebels offense is back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Punch it out of the air. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. And the quarterback takes a knee. It's a good day's work when you can take a piece of military history home as a rivalry trophy, and that's exactly what UNLV did in this one. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.